I've said it before and I say it again, the facts that I'm sharing here are gleaned from an analysis of their own works, ladies and gentlemen, and their artwork, all right? It's all there for the trained eye to see. It's not conjecture or speculation. The etymology and the symbolism lead somewhere. Anyone can follow it, not just insiders. Anyone can follow it. You're spiritually dead is what's happened. You're spiritually lost. Take a look around. Which is, by the way, how they want you. Your umbilical cord is cut now. You're in Mysteria, La La Land. You're in supernatural realms and disembodied realities. You're no longer here. You're no longer phenomenally present. You have no relationship with the stuff around you. That's how they want you. No, you're in the malignant hierarchies and bloody beehives designed to filter out the good, the moral, be they men or women. Here's the symbol of the Eastern Star, the Order of the Eastern Star, which is a female Masonic group. We know now that that's the pentagram. The star is the symbol of Venus. Look in the middle. The letters F-A-T-A-L, fatal. Of all the words you could find, fatal. Or we meant, what is this? Is it the femme fatale? The femme fatale? And as we said, you just need to go out into the field. Rennes-le-Château, Washington, D.C., and other places, and you'll see it right there. Because as she ages, she loses her virginal status and becomes redundant. So now she can be sacrificed, and is often a willing sacrifice. Her lifetime is curtailed now because she's just a channel, not a person. And she has to be replaced with a new version of one that's coming up, who's going to be a better channel, isn't it? That's the point. And we'll be dipping back into this concept again later in the program when we look at the technical advances of today's technological world. How the same thing is tying in, actually. It's not ancient as we would think. Her daughter wedded the Duke d'Orléans, one of the most powerful leaders of Freemasonry, Grand Orient Freemasonry. He's co-founder also of the Illuminati. Well, his wife was the daughter of a royal figure, Henrietta Maria of France, an incredibly powerful person. He was co-founder of the Illuminati along with people like Baron von Neige, a member of the Grand Orient Freemasonry, and also Strict Observance, another Illuminati founder. And she, Henrietta, was connected to all the Catholic nobility throughout the world. Just as Duke d'Orléans was a Templar of Strict Observance, and she's related to the Stuart monarchy. She actually was involved in the fomenting of 3 wars with England. That's how powerful she was. But guess what? Maryland is named after her. It's Henrietta Maria of France. And right beside that, Virginia, Francis Bacon, named out after the psychopathic Queen Elizabeth I. One is Catholic on the surface, the other is Protestant on the surface. What's going on here? Well, behind the lodge door, those things mean nothing. These allegiances, they have allegiances that transcend all of that stuff, those lower level rivalries. In the Maya text, the Popol Vuh, we read something absolutely astounding. I've used this quote many times before, but it's always well worth looking at again. It's harrowing. Let us make him who shall nourish and sustain us. What shall we do to be invoked and remembered in earth? We've tried with our first creatures, but we could not make them venerate us. So then let us try to make obedient, respectful beings who shall nourish and sustain us. The Sumerian creation epic says, I will create a primitive, man shall be his name, and I will create a primitive worker. He will be charged with service to the gods that they might have their ease. I mean, it's intimately connected just from you visiting there and even reading the signposts. You don't even need to open a book. It's just openly admitted. But what does that tell us? This is really very, very, very strong proof of the thesis of this program. Just that one fact. And believe me, that's not the only instance of that kind of geometry in the world. And anyway, what are Templars, who are meant to be Catholics now, doing erecting labyrinths and dealing with pentagrams, aligning Notre Dame Cathedral with Virgo and other constellations? You think it was only done in Washington, D.C.? That's all goddess symbolism, as we've just shown. But on paper, the Templars and the designers of that locale are meant to be Catholics. So what's going on?